Hi guys, welcome back to Codemaster Coach, your medical coding tutor. Well, we're continuing our series of the ICD-10-CM 2019 coding guidelines. We are down to 1B15. So, pull out your guidelines, let's review. 1B15 is syndromes, and it says, follow the alphabetic index guidance when coding syndromes. In the absence of an alphabetic index guidance, assign codes for the documented manifestations of the syndrome. Additional codes for manifestations that are not an integral part of the disease process may also be assigned when the condition does not have a unique code. All right, Codemaster Coach, what are you saying here? You know, I always wondered when I would see syndrome as the diagnoses. Viral syndrome, alcohol withdrawal syndrome, black lung syndrome. What does syndrome mean? So I actually put together a little worksheet for you, and I want to show you what I've got here. Main thing is looking at that guideline, I want to also stress this. It says that when you're coding syndromes, when you have the absence of that index under syndrome, then you code those signs and symptoms or the manifestations, because you learn that a syndrome is a group of signs or symptoms that come together. So you don't actually have a formal diagnosis for those signs or symptoms. The physician refers to them as a syndrome. And so a lot of times when I would see physicians with, children with viral syndrome, but I knew they came in with a headache, sore throat, fever. Then when the physician said, oh, let's diagnose them, they're diagnosed with viral syndrome. It's understood that those conditions that physician felt like was a viral syndrome because of this series, the group of them together. And that's exactly what the definition of a syndrome is. Let me show you. A syndrome is a group of symptoms which consistently occur together, or conditions characterized by a set of associated symptoms. Okay, a collection of signs and symptoms. And that's why I said, for example, with viral syndrome, they had a collection of a group of them. It's understood that these patients have this condition, they have viral syndrome as a result of. So hopefully you have a better understanding of syndrome. And to help you use this, I got some examples that I need you to code. So work on these. First one is black lung syndrome. If you were to code it, how would you code it? Okay, number 2, chronic pain syndrome. Number 3, irritable bowel syndrome. Number 4, chronic fatigue syndrome. 5, Sicca Syndrome. And number 6, alcohol withdrawal syndrome. So go back in and try to code these. The key here is look up under the main term syndrome, S-Y-N-D-R-O-M-E, that main term right there, and see if you can find these conditions up under here, because remember, these conditions again are a group of signs and symptoms that come together, and it's characterized by a set of associated, they're a collection of, that causes these syndromes. Okay guys, so I hope that gives you a better understanding of syndromes. So again, let me give these to you so you can code these, and at the end I will give you the answers. Number 1, black lung syndrome. Number 2, chronic pain syndrome. Number 3, irritable bowel syndrome. Number 4, chronic fatigue syndrome. And number 5, Sicca syndrome. And number 6, alcohol withdrawal syndrome. And I'm going to pause a minute, go back, rewind, pause, whatever you have to do to get all 6 of them written down. And here are the answers. See if you can work them, guys. All right. Thanks. I will see you in the next one. Continue your studies, guys. Stay in those coding guidelines. These are our rules to coding. Thanks.